exclusive behind the scenes. Three, two, one. Let's do 3, 2, 1, start. As I'm doing my own review here. So, with that all out of the way, Cruella. And of course, the original, sorry, not the... So in regard, I've also been checked for the younger kids. It's a pretty... Not... But it's still quite... Yeah, it has its fun moments, though. Rest assured, it does have its fun. So, how does Cruella stand? I haven't seen any of the other animated series, though. I'm focusing it on the films. So, how does Cruella stand up with the original two? I haven't seen any of the other animated shows. So I'm just gonna talk about the this film and I'll get back to that in a bit. So the story that ended up that the Baroness. Cruella has the Dalmatians, and the Dalmatians also swallowed a neck. One of the Dalmatians. So she's quite ruthless. However, there is some hope for Estella/Cruella, as it turns out that John, played by Mark Strong, actually turns out to help have him. So Estella decides to get revenge on the Baroness once and for all, and as well as have the Baroness make it look like. I'm going to get one of my small... I'm going to get a small... Oh, that post... But yeah. That's really only my main... That's really my only minor... That's the only real issue I have with this film. The rest of it... That's only the real... And... Well, now, I don't even... But at this point in time, yeah, I just really liked the Emma Stone interpretation of this character. Similarly, Emma Thompson is an awesome villain, but also, but not an entire, not that big. When we saw those scenes, so some bits with the more, and I thought, well, so yeah, but Mark Strong. But in the third film, and this is certainly, I don't know if he's directly says, by the way, I'm gay. And that's what made me thought, okay, he seems to be, and I thought he seems to be gay. Who I recognise, he's a British Persian actor who I most notably know him as the voice of Brains in Thunderbirds Are Go, as well as Handles in Doctor Who: The Time of the Doctor, and he's been in a couple of other stuff like Paddington, and he's been in a couple of other stuff like Paddington, and he's most notable for the TV show adaptation of What We Did in the Shadows TV series, based on the film Taika Waititi made. I think that's most... the music is also... So we go get a really great one-take shot that I think Sam Mendes would be proud of if he was... And I will say, whilst there's some good CG... I will say this, there is a little bit of an overabundance on CGIing the dogs. I don't think there's a huge... rather than the 2019, 2020, when this film... Well, 2019 when it was filmed. Any retake... The others are usually around an hour and a half. The animated ones are about 80 or so minutes, I think, whilst the other two live action films are around an hour and a half, hour and 40. So, yeah, which would be 90 to 40. Just somehow make it less, I think less. I don't know. That's more of a. Um, overall, I think overall this is a really great film and a brilliant prequel. Well, so Cruella is also, this is a prequel, not a part remake. So that also gives this film a little bit of a so that helps this film tell its own story without having to cover the original as much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, point taken. Without having to, so it allows this film to take. So maybe this one might end up going to a 10. Besides that, the other issues I did probably by a long shot even, but yeah, it was within. In fact, it was within competition of second place. In fact, it used like it's almost as yeah. You could say that the 102, and this is probably because it was probably just the most kept in character. But instead, whilst in the anime. In the meantime, this is a really great. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the Nicholas Payne bonus content YouTube channel.